Mike North, and here are his 8 audience members back here. Alrighty. Alright, go ahead, Mike.
Alright. The name of this piece I am about to read is named Beowulf. The author of this novel is unknown, but Seamus Heaney is the poet who translated this novel. I chose this novel because it is very suspenseful and knowledgeable. It is very informational about the culture and beliefs of the Anglo-Saxons. The Lord of the Geats unburdened his breast and broke out in a storm of anger under great stone. His voice challenged and resounded clearly. The hate was ignited. The Horde Guard recognized the human voice. The time was over. For peace and Perlane, pouring forth in a hot battle fume, the breast of the monsters burst from the rocks. There was a humble underground. Down there in the barrow, Beowulf the warrior lifted his shield, the outlandish thing. Rid the convulsing viciously, turned on the king, whose keen-edged sword and his heirloom inherited by ancient right was already in hand. Roused to a fury, each antagonist struck terror in each other. Unyielding, the lord of his people loomed. By his shield, sure of the ground, while the serpent looped and unleashed itself. Swallowed in flames, it claimed gliding and flexing, and raced toward its fate. Yet his shield defended the renowned leader's life and limb for a shorter time than it meant to. That final day was the first time when Beowulf fought and fate denied him glory in battle. So the king of the Geats raised his hand and struck hard. At the enameled scales, but scarcely cut through. The blade flashed and slashed, yet the blow was far less powerful than the hard-pressed king expected, had need at the moment. The mound keeper went into a spasm and spouted deadly flames. When he struck the battle fire, billowed and spewed, Beowulf was foiled of a glorious victory. The glittering sword, infallible before that day, failed when he unsheathed it, and had never should have. For the son Egdal, it was no easy thing to have given around that like that and go. Unwilling to inhabit another home, and a place beyond so man must yield the leasehold of his days before long. The fierce contenders clashed again. The Horde Guard took heart, inhaled and swelled up, and it got a new wind. Who had once ruled, was furrowed in fire, had to face the worst. No help or backing had to happen back then. From his high-born comrades, the hand-picked troops broke ranks and ran for their lives to the safety of the woods. But within one heart, sorrow welled up in a man of worth. The claims of kinship cannot be denied. His name was Wiglaf, a son of Weohstan, a well-regarded shielding warrior related to welfare. When he saw his lord, tormented by the heart of his scolding helmet, he remembered the beautiful gifts bestowed on him, how well he lived among his Wagemundings, and the freehold he inherited from his father before him.